Okay, why I got banned from BushCraftUSA. If you look at the thread in the forum section, it is under the forums category, subcategory community, subcategory announcements and information. And that particular thread is called Forum Scams, parentheses 2011 to 2020. Was started 7 January 2011. I think it's locked now, but the first post was post 846, where I was absolutely critical of BushCraftUSA regarding what I think is their ultimate intentions, and I was just trying to be transparent with the way I thought. Everything arose from was basically a scam by a gentleman whose forum name was Angry Daddy Birdie, who was sending pictures of folks, or sending pictures to the board about how he had a fire and he'd lost everything, and the woe is me stories where the community responded in force as they normally do, with a overwhelming generosity. The sales that he had made, the folks had said that not to worry about, I guess, paying him if he had bought something from them, or it went a long ways, and it was really, really disturbing to me as to how it was handled by the powers that be. But anyway, the first post in there was 846 that was done by me, load, and I said something to the extent at the end of that is like, you can talk about Jesus till you're blue in the face, but whatever. And I don't know. I was just kind of laying it on the line. The response was met by another individual. I think it was post 859, or no, excuse me, I take that back. The post 859 was posted by the owner of the website, and he had said something to the extent of, there's no discussion as to why people get banned. Immediately following that post that he made, post 864, the gentleman quoted my post and said something to the extent of, well, I love Jesus, should I be banned? And my response to that was to take the quote from Jason's post of 859 and to post the other quote from the gentleman in post 864 and put them together. And I enlarged them as large as I could. And I quoted Jason because he had said there's no discussion as to why people are being banned. And this gentleman clearly is above and beyond the rules. Said, so I love Jesus, should I be banned? And that sounds to me like he's trying to discuss why people are being banned in BushCraftUSA. And it's goes directly against what Jason had just said immediately above it. And when I posted those two quotes, and I said something like, I guess you get a pass, referring to the gentleman who said, I love Jesus, should I be banned? Well, I can only assume, I don't know what anybody was thinking or whether they looked at the code or anything like that, but when I posted it, the letters were so enlarged from my quotes that the only post that appeared was the quote from Jason saying, there's no more discussion as to why people are going to be banned. And of course, he saw me responding to, well, I guess you get a pass. Certainly wasn't speaking to him. I was speaking to the other gentleman, I'm not that kind of a person that, I'm not an idiot like that. I wouldn't do something like that. So, boom, I got banned. There was no note from anybody. And when I went on the next morning and found that my account was banned, I actually logged on to my wife's account. And there was clearly somebody that was an administrator that was on, and they banned her account. So, through my supporters membership and all the visits to the meet and greets of BushCraftUSA, and I like to think that I live by the creed and what my father said when he was alive, is that you always give more than you take. I've always been very, very giving at the meet and greets to, and I'm sure there are folks out there that I've met. There's a lot of individuals that can testify to my character, I hope. But needless to say, I'm banned. I'm on the outside. I don't There was even one member who volunteered to explain the situation to Jason from my stead, and I told him no, there was no reason for him to get involved and potentially get banned over something that he didn't really even have anything to do with. And I still feel that way. I still feel like there's a criticalness from the administrators and the owners of BushCraftUSA. I look from the outside. I can't log in anymore. I look as a visitor. Do you want to be a part of a group that doesn't want you or reacts to something like that in that kind of direction? And all I was doing, what I thought I was doing, was looking out for their interest and trying to run home a point. But clearly, when you get involved in the crossfire, sometimes there's residual damage, and I guess I'm that. There are people who are much more persecuted than me in life, and it is what it is. But that's why I got banned from BushCraftUSA. I'm not exceptionally compelled to come back and be a member or support them in any way. I really do think that there's a level of caring behind that, but I think that level of caring from the owners comes from the financial support that they've gotten, and they throw bones every now and again. But if you're not on the inside, you're on the outside looking in, and it is what it is. So thanks for listening. I don't know if anybody will actually get a chance to review this or hear it, but maybe someday when I'm gone, it'll add some insight as to the person I was when I walked the planet. So thanks for listening. Take care.